Year to date, expectations for improving business performance pushed the market up. My strategy had exposures to some stocks with sluggish performance due to, for example, a temporary drop in demand, rising commodity prices, and the business demand that lags economy recovery. I believed that the market had already priced in these concerns, but many stocks announced their short-term earnings results that fell short of the market expectations, so their performance fell below the broader indices. There is no change in my investment hypothesis for those stocks that fell in price. If anything, their upside have become even larger, so I accumulated those positions. Similarly, I've started to take new positions in stocks that seems to have been sold excessively due to the delay in their short-term business performance recovery. As you may know, I like companies that offer attractive valuation because the market neglects or dislikes them, even though they are showing signs of making real progress in their long-term growth strategies. And I like to take part in such attractive long-term investment opportunities. As these companies see their earnings pick up, the market will start to value this, pushing the price up. So let's talk about the food service industry, for example. I think we can agree that this is one of the worst hit industries from the COVID-19 pandemic. And the Japanese government has declared state of emergency multiple times since the start of the pandemic. Also, over the long run, for example, it is not hard to imagine that urban population could decline on a more permanent basis as telecommuting becomes more widely adopted. So you can imagine that business owners continue to struggle to foresee the future, and such an extremely uncertain environment is typically the one that investors would dislike. Now, what kind of investment opportunities can we find? Rather than picking winners and losers based on uncertain scenarios, I'd like to look for companies that can adapt to new environments with a long-term mindset. In other words, I think about the future of the food service industry. Let's talk about the ability to adapt to new environment. I first focus on operational efficiency. Cost cuts are needed to improve operational efficiency, but cost cuts that fatigue employees are unsustainable. Figuring out how to advance operational efficiency to another level seems to largely depend on management competence, and quality of management is exactly what we focus on during our company research activities. And another consideration is business scalability. Rather than viewing the food service industry as a single business category, we can identify business opportunities within the industry, including ready-to-eat and home-cooked meal industries, from the perspective of growth opportunities in a shrinking market. Once social activities normalize, companies that can move in these directions are likely to achieve higher growth than before. In the past, we have seen such a shift in competitive environment that went over industry boundaries, and this happened for a variety of industries. The COVID-19 pandemic is having a significant impact on multiple industries, while also bringing about changes in scenarios that have remained relatively static. So, I believe that this is an area in which we can best leverage our strengths. We have been conducting research in a wide range of the fields and have gained perspectives that are not bound by specific industry conventions. Even in time of high uncertainty, I will continue to identify attractive investment opportunities by looking under the surface.